Imagine spending nearly your whole childhood in one place. Your friends, your music, your life, all rooted in a country you now call home. Suddenly, one day you're told you have to leave, not by choice, but by law. For Thaiboy Digital, that day came in 2015. At the height of his rise with the Swedish music collective Gang Gang, he was suddenly deported, forced to leave behind everything he'd built over the past decade. This is the story of how that moment changed his life, and how he turned a forced goodbye into the career and life he's built today. Thaiboy Digital isn't actually Swedish. His ethnic roots trace back to Thailand, hence his artist name. Born in Kongan, he spent his early childhood there until age 8, when his family moved to Sweden after his mother got a job as a cook at the Austrian embassy in Stockholm. Life in Stockholm was a massive change, but he adapted quickly. Music became a core part of that adaptation. During grades 7 through 9, Thaiboy would take a music class in school. It was in this class that he would meet the late Vattenrum, a producer who introduced Thaiboy to Swedish artists Bladee and Echo 2K. Around the age of 13, he began collaborating with his new friends, artists who also shared his taste for experimental rap. Eventually, those friends would come together to create the collective known today as Gang Gang. More than just collaborators, the group was also very close friends. As they all lived in the same city of Stockholm, they were able to spend time with one another on a consistent basis. This means that on any given day, the group could have met up to record a song or film a video. In the years Thaiboy Digital was living in Sweden, he released some of his biggest songs even to this day, including the track Diamonds, which features Yung Lean. However, just as things were gaining momentum, an unexpected citizenship issue threatened to stop it all. After a decade in Sweden, his mother's work visa for the embassy expired. That's when Migrationsverket, the Swedish migration agency, informed the family they would have to leave. In early 2015, news of Thaiboy's potential deportation broke publicly. Fans and fellow Gang Gang members reacted with outrage. On February 2, 2015, Yung Lean posted to Facebook. It reads, "Fuck the Swedish government. They're all a bunch of hypocrite, lying, dirty scumbag racists. I just got info that they are going to kick Thaiboy Digital out of the country." Rightfully, social media lit up. On Reddit, fans debated whether it was part of a broader immigration crackdown. Some pointed out that deportations weren't rare in Sweden, but many still felt it was unjust. For most of Thaiboy's time in Sweden, the country had been one of Europe's most welcoming to immigrants. But in 2015, the year of his deportation, that began to change. That year, over 80,000 asylum seekers arrived in Sweden during the height of the European migrant crisis. Many were fleeing conflict in Syria, Afghanistan, and other war-torn regions. This sudden influx led to political pressure to tighten immigration laws. While Thaiboy's case wasn't directly connected to asylum policy, the broader shift meant the government was less lenient with all visa and residency cases. Even for someone who had spent the majority of his life there, the country was firm in its decision. Having built a passionate community, the fanbase wasn't going to let it happen quietly. Yung Lean started a petition on change.org that gathered over 11,000 signatures calling for him to stay. Fans also spammed official Swedish social media pages with "Free Thaiboy" comments in the hopes that the noise would impact their decision. The Swedish Instagram account eventually responded to one of these comments by saying, "@Swedens is not in charge of this matter. Please note, we kindly ask all our page visitors to stick to our code of conduct." Some fans even took it further, tagging politicians, writing letters, and even trying to reach out to Swedish news outlets. But despite all the noise, nothing changed. Later that year, Thaiboy left Sweden, moving back in with his parents in Phuket, Thailand. In a 2017 interview with Dazed, he reflected, quote, "It really sucked that I had to leave all my homies, you know? I lived there for 10 years, but it wasn't the end of the world. Shortly after, the bros came to visit me, and that's when we recorded AVP. I can still go back to Sweden now, so it's all good." According to Thaiboy, returning to Thailand was fairly easy, and he did so without many challenges. Having left the country originally at 8 years old, he had to readjust to the culture, yet it didn't take long for him to find his place in the local music scene. Shortly after moving back, Thai rapper Younggu messaged him on Instagram, inviting him to Bangkok and booking him a show. A month later, Thaiboy flew there, and he's been based in Bangkok ever since, collaborating with new connections while maintaining a relationship with his Swedish friends. Being thousands of miles away from the other members of Drain Gang changed the way he worked. As he told Dazed, "I'm not in the studio with my gang anymore, so I can't make music as fast as I used to. We can't hang out like before and make tracks and videos as quickly, but we're global now, we can link up anywhere." As he mentioned, this did not stop the group from collaborating with each other and growing their fanbase. Thaiboy is featured on some of Drain Gang's most popular songs over the past decade. Most notably, his feature on the track Western Union with Blade, Echo 2K, and producer White Armor has amassed millions of listens across the internet. Thaiboy's story is ever so prevalent in today's world, serving as a reminder of the impact immigration policy can have on human life. Yet in this case, it also serves as a story of resilience. He released his latest album, Back to Life, in 2022, and in May 2025, dropped an album under his DJ alias DJ Billy Bull. He got married in January 2020, performing at his own wedding, and welcomed his first child a month later, followed by a second in May 2024. In 2022, he even posted a photo of himself and his daughter in Sweden. Fans were thrilled to see him back in his childhood home country, and it seems he now visits regularly. So, while Thaiboy Digital was deported during his rise to stardom, he has still managed to impact millions of fans worldwide. Thanks for watching today's video. I know I've been inactive over the past year, but I plan to be more consistent moving forward. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like, and if you want more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe. If you have suggestions for future videos, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.